Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Capitol Theater and the 13th Annual Commencement for Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences. The processional will begin in a few minutes, and if you will please take this time to silence your cell phones, we would appreciate that. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences ceremonial mace carried by Dr. Dan Selsky, Chair of the COM Faculty Council. The arrival of the mace marks the official opening of this commencement ceremony for the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences College of Osteopathic Medicine. We ask that you remain standing for the procession of faculty, the platform party, and the presentation of the colors. Thank you.
Color Guard, please present the colors. Is the Color Guard in the house?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Michael Lawler, President of Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences. I have the privilege of reading the PNW Land Acknowledgement for the Yakama Nation. PNW recognizes that long before our founders had a vision for a health sciences university in Yakima, the land where the university is built has been cared for from time immemorial by the 14 confederated tribes and bands of the Yakama Nation. We stand unified in our reverence for the land and all the elements of nature that make up our campus. Ladies and gentlemen, students, esteemed faculty and staff, it is my honor to introduce Davis Washines, Yellow Wash, who will provide the ceremonial blessing. Davis Washines, Yellow Wash, is a member of the Yakama Nation, retired from law enforcement in 2014 after 30-plus years of service, including 3 terms as Chief of Police for the Yakama Nation and the Columbia River Intertribal Fish Commission. He has served on the executive board of the Yakama Tribal Council and on Yakama General Council as executive chairman. He currently serves as government relations liaison in the Yakama Nation Department of Natural Resources Fisheries Resource Program. Thankfully, he is on the board of trustees for PNWU. He's also on the Native American Advisory Board for the Burke Museum at the University of Washington. He also carries the Oglala Lakota name of Yellowashte, bestowed by a local Lakota elder at a traditional gathering. Please help me welcome Elder Washines, Yellow Wash.
Nam hi piap chnalkwe ka kwayan ku chnanit. Anakush kwalanu shamat klach demiway. Nakush niyana itchin yaw. Anakush namat inonchi awinch kotilaki. Anakush panaunak I nach kut. Anakona nakush kwalanaw sa klach. Anakush nam yanawi anakuchtu anakush nam anita ancha. Anakona anakush namat kenon chima anakush subsequent laman. Anakush nash patwia ko au naku pa shauchta. Anakush nam aikta anaku pa yapnita ichinyao. Waniki anakona anakush nami piap anakush namichwe anam naknoitanam klachmaman. Mianash yanche tun anakush nash chilkui anakush kultanawas nami tamnaknik klach demiway. Creator, the maker of all things. We are truly blessed today to be in this home and to see everyone here to witness these men and these women that have worked hard as they complete a circle in their life and they move on to whatever path that they continue to make for themselves. And today, Creator, Maker of all things, we ask that as each name is called today, and as you're going to witness them come up and receive what they worked hard, and that you continue to bless them. You continue to bless their children, their families, parents, the elders, that encouragement will continue to carry them all forward. And Creator, Maker of all things, we ask you continue to bless this Pacific Northwest University of Health Science and the people that work there, the faculty, administrators, staff, everyone that has a part in seeing that these men and women today, we are witness to their success. And we look forward to all the ones that are still coming to this PNWU. All these things we ask in a humble way to you, the Creator, Maker of all things, that you cleared the way for this day and that things will go in the good way as you had intended. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Yellow Wash Day. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Thomas Scandalis, and I am honored to serve as the Dean of the College of Osteopathic Medicine. I am so pleased to welcome all of you here today as we recognize and celebrate the class of 2024 with this hooding ceremony. Today is a truly sentinel occasion, and along with your family and loved ones, we recognize your accomplishment and celebrate your success. You stand out in our minds for your pride and for your professionalism, for your commitment to excellence, for your enthusiasm and determination, and most importantly, for your dedication to your patients. You also stand out to the communities from whom you've learned and served, and in particular, for your ability to see a challenge as an opportunity. During your orientation nearly 4 years ago by Zoom, I told you that you were the right students at the right place at the right time. And over the past 4 years, you have proved me right. The qualities we saw in you during the admissions process, resilience, compassion, empathy, and emotional intelligence, have carried you through unprecedented challenges in medical education and have allowed you to be successful through a daunting period of our history. These qualities have in no small measure led you to the ceremony today, and these qualities will serve you well in the next phase of your training and beyond. You've already accomplished a goal that is very difficult to achieve, becoming a doctor of osteopathic medicine. And as you become an osteopathic physician, you'll come to know that it's not a job or even a career, it's a calling. You'll be charged with awesome and seemingly never-ending responsibilities and blessed with rewards that are greater than money and status. But you'll also come to understand that being a physician is not a role we play. It's not only what we are, it's who we are. It's an inseparable part of us that doesn't leave us when we take off the white coat at the end of a long day or night. No other profession is so revered. Today, I stand before the future of osteopathic medicine. Embrace it, enhance it, and protect it. As osteopathic physicians, you'll bring an invaluable and distinctive perspective to medicine as it is practiced in the United States and increasingly as it is practiced around the globe. Healthcare is enhanced by osteopathic medicine, and we are so proud to have you represent our school and our profession. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Wayne Miller, Provost and Chief Academic Officer for the university.
Thank you and welcome. I would like to recognize some distinguished guests who are with us this afternoon. I ask that they stand as I introduce them and remain standing until everyone is introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until all of our guests have been introduced and recognized. I'm pleased to recognize representative members of our current Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences Board of Trustees who are with us today, including Board Chair John Bornbrock. Other members of the platform party, the rest of the board can stand too. Other members of the platform party include Dr. Michael Lawler, President of PNWU, Dr. Lloyd Butler, past President of PNWU, you're graduating, so I know you don't have to follow instructions anymore. Rika Amity, Dean of Students, Dr. Karen Nichols, Keynote Speaker, Dr. Mark Baldwin, President, Washington Osteopathic Medical Associate, Dr. Dan Selsky, Chair of the COM Faculty Council, and members of the COM Leadership Team, Associate Deans, Drs. Emily A. Strike, Elizabeth McMurtry, and Russell Mayer. Assistant Deans, Drs. Marie Caldwell-Mayer, Lance Dunlop, Kelly Noyes, Heather Phipps, and Brenda Polite. Department Chairs, Drs. Mark Baldwin, Albert Brady, Joseph DeMayo, William Elliott, and Ronald Walser. Also joining us are our honorary hooders, Drs. Albert Brady, Joseph DeMayo, William Elliott, Catherine Hudon, Julie Randolph Haybecker, and Daniel Selsky. I'm now honored to invite Mr. John Bornbrock, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to the podium. After his remarks, Dr. Lawler will announce the recipient of the Presidential Citation for 24, as well as a special award from the Board of Trustees.
Thank you very much, Dr. Miller. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Pacific Northwest University, it's my privilege to welcome you all to the College of Osteopathic Medicine's commencement ceremony and to extend our warmest congratulations to the class of 2024. Not only have you completed 4 rigorous years of graduate education, but your early years at PNW occurred during a global pandemic which affected your medical school experience in ways no one could have predicted. Through it all, you have displayed remarkable resilience, that ability to adapt to difficult situations, which will serve you well throughout your entire career in medicine. As you move through your residency programs and then start practicing your chosen specialties, we hope that you stay connected with the university and each other and take pride in representing PNW and our shared mission. I know I speak for the entire Board of Trustees when I express how proud we are of what you have accomplished and extend our best wishes for what lies ahead of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chairman Bornbrock. Please remain while we present the 2024 Presidential Citation. I would like to ask Mrs. Priscilla Cadwell to join us at the lectern. Mrs. Cadwell? Right there. Good for you. This afternoon is special in so many ways. In 2012, we graduated our first class and also began the process of honoring those who have done so much to make PNW a reality through awarding presidential citations. The citation includes the President's Medal, awarded to a member of the university community in recognition of extraordinary and unique service and contributions to PNWU. Today, we welcome one additional individual to this circle. The individual we honor is Mrs. Priscilla Cadwell for her distinguished service to PNWU. A community advocate and philanthropist, Mrs. Cadwell has greatly supported PNW's growth and development. She and her husband, Dr. John Cadwell, became supporters of PNWU when their daughter, Dr. Maria Elise Cadwell-Meyer was a member of PNW's original class of 2012. Mrs. Cadwell served as a distinguished member of the PNW Board of Trustees since 2016, and currently she serves as the treasurer. Mrs. Cadwell and her family have made historical gifts to PNW to advance our mission, including major support of the Cadwell Student Center, Watson Hall, the John and Priscilla Cadwell Family Simulation Center, and the Cadwell Laboratories Endowed Scholarship. At this time, I would ask Mr. John Vornbrock to help me honor Mrs. Priscilla Cadwell with the 2024 Presidential Citation. It's a real pleasure to know this person and her family. Mrs. Cadwell. We have the photo op here too, so we gotta maybe get out here a little bit. I know her family's right here, so make sure we get that. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Congratulations, bud. No, it's good. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, come on.
Yeah, there you are. Congratulations. There we go. All right. All right. What are we looking at?
In 2018, the Board of Trustees developed a recognition for outstanding service of previous presidents. The Board of Trustees, along with the current President Lawler, wish to acknowledge the extraordinary work of a former president, Dr. Lloyd Butler, who not only was a founder of PNWU, but also served twice as interim president, initially in 2006 and again from 2009 through 2012, where he led the graduation of the inaugural class at that time. The Board of Trustees bestows the title of President Emeritus to Dr. Lloyd Butler.
I would like to take a moment to recognize the individuals who received awards at yesterday's awards luncheon. The Millicene T. Tamble DO Award for Osteopathic Principles and Practice recognizes students who have excelled in osteopathic principles and practice and who are committed to applying those skills into their medical practice throughout their careers. The recipient this year is Kennedy Fugelseth. Congratulations, Kennedy. The Dr. Fred C. Tinning Award recognizes an outstanding graduating doctor of osteopathic medicine who has demonstrated excellence in academics, community service, and leadership. The recipient this year is Priya McBride. The American Osteopathic Association Foundation and the Advocates for the AOA Donna Jones Moritsugu Award is given in recognition of the commitment and immeasurable support by a spouse of a DO student. I would like to congratulate Roseanne Sorensen, spouse of Steve Sorensen, for enhancing his ability to thrive within the osteopathic profession. You are truly representing the very best of who we are. Roseanne? Congratulations all. I would now like to welcome Captain Kristen Yeoman, United States Public Health Service.
Thank you, Dr. Skandalis. I am here today on behalf of the Public Health Service Physician Advisory Committee to recognize an outstanding student who has been selected to receive the 2024 Excellence in Public Health Award. The Public Health Service was founded in 1798 to provide medical care to sailors and merchant seamen with yellow fever and malaria. Over the subsequent 220 years, our mission has broadened to deliver health promotion and disease prevention programs to all people. Today, the Commission Corps of the Public Health Service is dedicated to serving on the front lines in the nation's fight against disease and poor health conditions. And so we recognize Supreet Guman with the 2024 Excellence in Public Health Award. Her leadership, particularly around issues of professional wellness and its impact on health services, is appreciated. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to public health, and we hope you consider a career in the U.S. Public Health Service. Supreet, please come to the stage to receive your certificate.
Okay, that page is missing. Each year, the graduating class selects one individual to give their presentation and their perspective on 4 years of medical school. This year, that honor goes to almost Dr. Maxwell Finch.
Can we get a round of applause for our support system today? To my esteemed colleagues of Class of 2024, congratulations on this momentous achievement, and thank you to all our friends and family for joining us today. For those I have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Maxwell Finch. I'm the Student Government Class President. It's an honor to represent our class today. Looking back at our time together, we have faced unique challenges during the rigors of medical school. Our first year together, we spent mostly inside, trading face-to-face interactions for pajamas due to a certain global pandemic. Our second year, we lost time and made up for it by reconnecting and investing in one another, as evident by impressive fundraising efforts. During clinical rotations, we traveled to different regions throughout the Northwest, gaining valuable experience in healthcare while sampling multiple specialties, and finally applying for chosen areas of expertise with the continued support of a certain pop artist during our own ERAS tour. We are here today to celebrate this journey. We grow by facing challenges, and every student graduating today has grown tremendously over the past 4 years of dedication and in service towards others. Reflecting on this growth, I am reminded that clinical excellence is more than just knowledge, it is humanism within healthcare. I believe our class has demonstrated humanism in outstanding fashion. As we graduate today, we must continue to transcend social climates, addressing these important topics. During my time in medical school, important topics range from, yes, like climate change, birds are in fact real. They also include fair pay and residency, as currently we could walk to the closest McDonald's and make the same, if not more, than resident physicians, with a current bill slated for resident physicians to make double the minimum wage. This is especially true for any surgeons who may be in the room. We must address physician burnout, that abortion is healthcare, firearms being the leading cause of death in children, working towards healthcare equity to address disparities regarding ethnicity and gender, protecting the LGBTQ+ community, and so on. If this sounds like a lot, that's because it is, and will take all of us to impart a positive change within our communities. To address these issues, we must invest in one another and commit to strength and community. Part of the solution to addressing these issues is first to understand our own inherent biases to prevent potential patient impact, and second, to advocate for change. As facilitators, it is our duty to explore our inherent biases, which we all have, so we may educate our patients to the best of our abilities and allow them to make safe and healthy choices that honor patient preferences versus our own. As physicians, we will treat thousands of patients throughout our careers. However, through advocacy, that number increases to helping millions. And if not us, then who? So let us take one last reminder today to remain humble as we wield incredible power and privilege in shaping patient lives. Let us put aside personal beliefs and instead utilize evidence-based medicine. Let us be excellent to each other to stop the cyclical trauma within medical training and rebuild a world of care and compassion, because how we behave in our daily lives is how we treat our patients. Let us remember that though this is a career we have been called to, we are replaceable at work, but not at home. With that, it has been an honor to serve you all these past 4 years as the smartest, most athletic, best-looking class in PWU, which is all statistically true. Good luck, Godspeed, and may we all live our best lives. Thank you.
I'd like to issue a correction. The correct page was right in front of my face. I believe that is my first senior moment, and it's likely not to be my last. You haven't graduated yet, Max? It is now my pleasure to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Michael Moore, Associate Professor, Division of Family Medicine. Earlier today, Colonel Moore led our military promotion ceremony for 6 of our students, symbolizing the culmination of 4 years of study in military science. Each one has demonstrated their ability to master the art of leadership and tactics, and we're eager to accept their commissions. At this time, I invite Colonel Moore to the lectern and our 6 military students to the stage for the administration of the oath of office.
Attention to the oath. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Michael Sorge,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
the duties of the office of which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
May lower your hands. Carry out your orders, officers. Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Moore. It is now my honor to introduce our keynote speaker. Each year, a keynote speaker is invited who can relate to our mission and purpose and inspire the graduates. This year's selection was a natural fit as our speaker embodies the mission and vision of PNWU and has a passion for rural and medically underserved communities. Dr. Nichols is the immediate past chair of the Accreditation Council on Graduate Medical Education that oversees all residency training programs in the United States. She served from 2020 to 2022, being elected to the board as one of the first 4 DOs in 2015. She was Dean of Midwestern University, Chicago College of Osteopathic Medicine from 2002 to 2018. She was the founding chair of the Department of Internal Medicine at Midwestern Arizona College of Osteopathic Medicine and Assistant Dean for Graduate Medical Education. She facilitated the creation of 2 sponsoring institutions in remote rural Arizona. A graduate of Kansas City University College of Osteopathic Medicine, she holds a master's degree in management with a specialty in healthcare administration. Dr. Nichols held the rank of professor of internal medicine at Chicago College and Arizona Colleges of Osteopathic Medicine and is now adjunct faculty at both institutions. She just received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Osteopathic Foundation, and she holds 9 honorary degrees. She has served as the president of the American Osteopathic Association, president of the American College of Osteopathic Internists, and president of the Arizona Osteopathic Medical Association, being the first woman to hold all those positions. Her book, Physician Leadership, The 11 Skills Every Doctor Needs to Be an Effective Leader, is being well received. I have a copy on my coffee table, and I have read every word of the introduction. Dr. Nichols will admonish me and strongly suggest that I read the entire thing on leadership. Dr. Nichols speaks nationally on leadership, dilemmas at end of life, and outreach issues for osteopathic medicine, having made over 900 presentations. It is my honor to introduce my colleague and friend, Dr. Karen Nichols.
The introduction, really? All right, all right. Okay. I imagine you think you're done taking tests for a while, but I have one more for you. 2 sections, 3 questions. Keep track yourself. You can give yourself partial credit. And now this is really just for the graduates. The rest of you can try it out as well. But here you go. Okay. First section, first question. Name the last 3 teams that won the NCAA March Madness. Not years, teams, okay? All right. Number 2, name the last 3 vice presidents prior to the current office holder of the United States. And number 3, name the last 3 movies that won the Academy Award for Best Picture. So how many of you got 100%? Okay, let's see how you do on the next session. Name 3 people that you called when you were accepted to PNWU. Name 3 people you studied with most of the time when you were a student here at PNWU. Name 3 people that you consulted when you were working on what specialty was the right one or multiple as you were preparing for the match. How'd you do on that? Anybody not get 100% on that one? Okay. So what's the deal? I mean, the first group of people and events were in the news all the time for weeks, if not months. But you know, you don't care about them really, and believe me, they don't care about you. And that second group you care about very, very much. And that's the whole point of what I want to talk to you about today is caring. Now, you have been taught some magnificent knowledge. And I have had conversations with Dean Skandalis. You have a big emphasis on rural medicine. You have a big emphasis on medically underserved areas and populations. It's preparing you to be wonderful physicians. And we hope that you've learned more than that. Sir William Osler was considered the father of internal medicine. And over 100 years ago, he said, the good physician treats the disease. The great physician treats the patient who has the disease. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of what caring means to me. So when I was a third-year medical student, I was on cardiology rotation, and a patient came in, not known to that physician, the cardiologist, and she had had a major myocardial infarction and quickly died. So I had never seen any physician have to deliver such terrible news. So I asked if I could tag along as he told the family what happened. It was a father and 2 sons. And he said, Mrs. Jones came in, she had a really bad heart attack. And I'm sorry to tell you, she's deceased. They never said a word. He shook hands around and he left. And they stood there stunned, as I did, the third-year medical student. And then the husband looked at me and he said, but is she going to make it? They did not know what the word deceased meant. And I swore then that I would be sure that that my patients understood the communication and that I understood what they were asking. That's a component of caring, communication. Second story, I was in my private practice of internal medicine, and the next patient in my office was new to the practice. So I walked in. Before I even had a chance to say anything, this woman leaped off of the table and grabbed me in a big bear hug, and she saw the look on my face, and she laughed and pulled back, and she said, "Oh, I know you don't remember me, but I'll never forget you." She said, "You took care of my mother when she was a patient in the hospital, and you came back late that night after office to see her, and the family was all there, and she was laying in bed, and she was shivering because she was just a little tiny bit of a thing. And you're explaining to us and to her what's going on, and then all of a sudden, you stopped in the middle of a sentence, and you said, 'I'll be right back.' And you came back in a couple of minutes with a blanket from the warming cabinet. and you laid it on her, and you tucked her in all the way around, including her feet. And to be sure she was warm and she relaxed. And I promised myself then, if I ever had a chance, I would seek to have you be my physician because you demonstrated such empathy to my mother. So communication, empathy. Third story. It's not medical, but you'll get it. Daniel Shore was one of my favorite political pundits. He's long gone. And I heard him interviewed one time, and they asked him, so tell us, how did you get started to be such a wonderful reporter? And he said, well, when it was my very first job, I went and talked to my editor, and I said, you know, I really want to do a good job. What do I have to do to excel as a reporter? And the editor said, oh, that's simple. You have to be sincere. He said, if you're interviewing a situation and you aren't sincerely interested in them, they're not going to really tell you the real story behind what's going on. And when you report that story, if you're not sincerely engaged in the story and what is going on, you're not going to be able to communicate effectively to the audience. He said, sincerity, that's it. When you can learn how to fake that, you'll be fine. So, communication, empathy, and sincerity. Well, of course, you cannot fake caring. The studies have shown that patients decide in the first 18 seconds if they're going to trust you as a doctor. And I go back to a quote when I was a student, your patients don't care what you know until they know that you care. Interesting thing is, as I was discussing this talk a few months ago with Dr. Skandalis, he said that he quoted that exact same sentence. And that's why he's such a good dean. Please recognize him.
All right.
We've been friends for a very long time. So I have to mention one other thing it's been brought up. You had a very unusual course in your medical education pathway caused by COVID. You faced challenges that could not have been known or imagined 5 years ago. So you have actually learned many things that are actually going to make you a better doctor. And we call that, in some cases, it's this kind of thing that's called stress-inoculated resilience. And I'll give you 2 sentences out of a poem that I really like. Good timber doesn't grow with ease. Stronger winds make stronger trees. And that's you. And one more thing. People are going to comment to you as you go out, you look too young to be a doctor. Let me just tell you, that won't last as long as you might like. Today, you have a new last name, D.O. You have an incredible heritage, and we know that you will carry it to the next level, because today, we're going to graduate 145 minds, 145 pairs of hands dedicated to cure, sometimes care, always. You still got education ahead of you. You've got big things yet to conquer. And taking care of patients and learning all those ins and outs can be scary. It can be overwhelming. But the most important thing is that we're also graduating 145 hearts. And let me tell you, you're ready. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Nichols. Now it is time to recognize our graduates who are achieving a personal milestone by earning the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree. You have dedicated time, energy, and effort to the important achievement we are about to celebrate this afternoon. And you had support from someone special in achieving your goal. Perhaps it was your spouse or significant other, your parents, your children, or other family members, or your very good friends who were there, believing in you and encouraging you when you may have had some doubt. Graduates, before we award the degree you have worked so very hard to earn, please stand and say thank you to everyone in the audience who has supported you during this educational endeavor. I also want to give everyone the opportunity to thank another group of individuals who have been very important in your education and growth over the past 4 years. I know you are grateful to the PNW College of Osteopathic Medicine faculty and staff in Yakima and the over 1,000 clinical faculty throughout the Pacific Northwest. These men and women were not only your teachers, your mentors, and your advisors, but in many cases, they were your champions as you pursued your degrees. They are among the key reasons for your success, and I know that you have valued their care, their concern, and their valuable contributions to your education. I would ask at this time that the faculty and staff from the College of Osteopathic Medicine please stand to be recognized. In a few moments, 145 graduates from the class of 2024 will become doctors of osteopathic medicine. Our graduates come from many different backgrounds with widely diverse interests, yet they all have something in common: intelligence, motivation, compassion, and a commitment to becoming an exceptional doctor. Dr. Lawler, will you please join me at the lectern? Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, please stand. Chair Vaughan Brock, President Lawler, Provost Miller, honored guests, families, and friends, based on the recommendation of the esteemed faculty, it is my pleasure and privilege as Dean and Chief Academic Officer of the College of Osteopathic Medicine to present these candidates for the conferral of their Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences Board of Trustees and by the State of Washington, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. I know. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated.
Okay. Dr. Scandales goes off script a few times, so I'm going to go off script. I loved the comment from Dr. Nichols about the age of you as a young doctor. I'm going to guarantee that you will also get this question as you start practicing. So you were a DO, is that a real doctor? And here's your answer. No, I'm a super doctor. We have some super doctors here, some MDs and some PhDs, so they are super doctors. It's not an exclusive club, but you will be part of that club. Second thing, this is the completion of my first year here as provost, and I think they gave me the test of the toughest job because they gave me all the names to read. So here we go. As part of the tradition, 6 of our faculty members have been selected to be your honorary hooders. Please stand when I call your name. Dr. William Elliott, Professor and Chair of the Department of Biomedical Sciences. Dr. Albert Brady, Professor of Internal Medicine and Chair of the Department of Clinical Medicine. Dr. Julie Randolph Haybacker, Professor and Chief of the Division of Pathology. Dr. Joseph DeMeo, Associate Professor and Chair of the Department of Family Medicine and Osteopathic Principles and Practice. Dr. Dan Selsky, Associate Professor of Anatomy. Dr. Catherine Houdon, Assistant Professor and Chief of the Division of Pediatrics. So now, doctors, please proceed to the stage to receive your diplomas and be hooded.
Dr. Claire Bernert, Ophthalmology, Larkin Community Hospital at Miami, Florida.
Dr. Gayane Adamian, Pediatrics, University of Southern California, Los Angeles.
Dr. Ekaterina Berlava, General Surgery, Good Samaritan University Hospital, Long Island, New York.
Dr. Hannah Little, Internal Medicine and Pediatrics, Bay State Medical Center in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Paula Swears, matching 2025.
Sayward Nelson, Internal Medicine, Providence Sacred Heart, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Jamin Sohal, Family Medicine, East Pierce Family Medicine, Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Tarmeh Khoshniat, Family Medicine, Downey, California.
Dr. Maxi Revis in Psychiatry at Baycare in sunny Tampa, Florida.
Dr. Kanye Kwetatu, Physical Medicine and Rehab, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Sridevi Narayanan, Pediatrics, University of South Florida, Tampa, Florida.
Sorry, Dr. Hannah Schaefer, Psychiatry, Charleston Area Medical Center in Charleston, West Virginia.
Dr. Riley Oakes, Emergency Medicine, Maine Medical Center in Portland, Maine.
Dr. Jarlath Eisel, Interventional Radiology, Dartmouth at Dartmouth, New Hampshire.
Dr. James Bonaparte, Pediatrics, University of New Mexico in Albuquerque.
Daniel Human, Family Medicine at East Pierce Family Medicine in Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Sandra Kibble, Pediatrics, Phoenix Children's Hospital, Phoenix, Arizona.
Dr. Charles Lee, Internal Medicine at Loma Linda, California.
Dr. Elena Petrick, Pediatrics, Loma Linda University in California. And happy birthday, Anya!
Dr. Caitlin Martin, University of Michigan, Anesthesia, Ann Arbor.
Dr. Shannon Huggins, Pediatrics, OHSU, Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Alexander Brandt, Family Medicine in California.
Dr. Kelsey Shea, Family Medicine, Hilo Medical Center, Hilo, Hawaii.
Dr. Nathan Lungstrom, Emergency Medicine, Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs, California.
Nick Kirkus, Internal Medicine, Providence Sacred Heart, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Adam Scottolini, otolaryngology, head and neck surgery, Beaumont, Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Dr. Robert Chris Rasky, Pediatrics, University of South Florida, Morsani, Tampa, Florida.
Dr. Kent Charrington, Emergency Medicine, St. Joseph's Medical Center, Stockton, California. Dr. Rohan Hassan, Family Medicine at Texoma Medical Center, Sherman, Texas.
Dr. Supreet Kaur Gamin, Family Medicine, PTHA, Tacoma General, Tacoma.
Dr. Maxwell Finch, Emergency Medicine, University of Rochester, New York.
Dr. Ria Sarah Yelaman-Chili, Family Medicine, Yukon, Hartford.
Dr. Anna San Lee, PM&R at SUNY Downstate in Brooklyn, New York.
Dr. Tiffany Ho, Arrowhead Medical Center in Family Medicine in Colton, California.
Dr. Sean Kim, Internal Medicine at Oregon Health and Science University in Portland, Oregon.
Dr. William Ray, Central Washington Family Medicine in Family Medicine here in Yakima, Washington.
Dr. Nick Ragland, East Pierce Family Medicine, Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Meredith McDermott, Internal Medicine, Skagit Regional Health, Mount Vernon, Washington.
Dr. Kayla Crippen, General Surgery, Henry Ford Wyandotte Hospital, Wyandotte, Michigan.
Dr. Joseph Lloyd, Emergency Medicine, Lehigh Valley in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Dr. Parker Dean, from Federal Aid, by the way. Internal Medicine, Idaho Falls.
Dr. Ryan Volker, University of Illinois, Peoria, Illinois. Emergency Med. Emergency Med.
Dr. Nikolai Lifshaw's, Internal Medicine, Overland Park Medical Center, Kansas City, Missouri.
Dr. Paul Amarino, Family Medicine, Rural, in Swedish Cherry Hill at Seattle and Port Angeles, Washington.
Dr. Kelly Ingram, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, Sacred Heart Providence in Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Jennifer Wong, Internal Medicine, Providence St. Vincent Medical Center, Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Lika El Musa, Neurology, University of California, Riverside, Riverside Community Hospital.
Dr. Molly Anderson, Internal Medicine, Virginia Mason, Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Harsuk Pannu, Family Medicine, Skagit Regional Health, Mount Vernon, Washington.
Dr. Kennedy Fugelseth, Pediatrics, University of Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dr. Lindsay Klein, Pediatrics, Washington State University, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Ian Van Bramer, Internal Medicine, Providence, Sacred Heart Medical Center, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Raymond Deep Singh Aujla, Family Medicine, University of Oklahoma, Oklahoma City.
Dr. Francis Gudritis, Pediatrics, Oklahoma City, or University of Oklahoma, Oklahoma City.
Dr. Sam Crompton, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Jordan Fieser, Internal Medicine, The University Hospitals, Westlake, Ohio.
Dr. Casey Quinn, Emergency Medicine and Internal Medicine, East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina.
Dr. Steve Sorensen, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, the University of New Mexico.
Dr. Katya Knyagnicskaya, Operational Emergency Medicine, Einstein Health, Philadelphia.
Dr. Larissa Fisher, Family Medicine, Alexander T. Augusta Military Medical Center, Fort Belvoir, Virginia.
Cheyenne Valencia Ron, General Surgery, Naval Medical Center, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Dr. Victoria McPherson, Pediatrics, Brooke Army Medical Center, San Antonio, Texas.
Dr. Elizabeth Jans, Family Medicine, Madigan Army Hospital in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Lainey Lobby, Family Medicine, University of Washington in Seattle.
Dr. Chikuma Timothy Iwoha, Transitional Year, Mission Community Hospital in Los Angeles, California.
Kyle Meeland, Internal Medicine, Legacy Health in Portland.
Dr. Ana Caudillo, General Surgery, Marshall Community Health in Huntington, West Virginia.
Dr. Fernando Vasquez, Emergency Medicine, Kingman Regional Medical Center in Kingman, Arizona.
Dr. Turan Ketene, Internal Medicine, St. Joseph's Medical Center, Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Kelly Kammermeyer, Family Medicine, Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Lauren Kirk, Emergency Medicine, Grand Strand Medical Center in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Dr. Andrea Negrete, Family Medicine in Chehalis, Washington, St. Peter, Providence.
Dr. Brandon Perry, Emergency Medicine, Kingman Regional Medical Center, Kingman, Arizona.
Dr. Alexander Broyles, Internal Medicine, Baptist Memorial Medical Education, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Dr. Jonathan Brown, General Surgery, Dignity Health, Chandler, Arizona.
Dr. Ashley King, Anesthesiology, Oregon Health and Science University, Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Charlotte Graham, Family Medicine at Mountain Area Health Education Center in Hendersonville, North Carolina.
Dr. Arya Akavan, Family Medicine, Virtua at Glassboro, New Jersey.
Dr. Melvin Tan, Internal Medicine, Virginia Mason St. Joseph Medical Center, Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Michael Tan, Internal Medicine, St. Joseph Medical Center in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Jasmine Pooney, Family Medicine, East Pierce Family Medicine in Puyallup, Washington.
Dr. Kate Wabema, Internal Medicine, St. Joseph Hospital in Denver, Colorado.
Dr. Shakri Salad, Family Medicine, Swedish Medical Center First Hill, Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Sumit Kaur Aujla, Family Medicine, Tacoma Family Medicine in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Carly Nelson, Family Medicine, Mayo Clinic in Mankato, Minnesota.
Dr. Chayang Shoulders, Family Medicine at Maine Dermot, Family Medicine at Augusta, Maine.
Dr. Christy Wang, Family Medicine, University of Arizona, Tucson, in Tucson, Arizona.
Dr. Karen Wong, Emergency Medicine, University of California, San Francisco, Fresno, in Fresno, California.
Dr. Macrina Camel, Internal Medicine, Oregon Health and Science University, Portland, Oregon. Dr. Dana Louise Ponyo-Capulong, Internal Medicine, Virginia Mason, and Seattle, Washington.
Dr. Angie Yusuf, General Surgery and Spira Health Network, South New Jersey.
Dr. Stacy Maynard, Family Medicine, Montana Family Medicine Residency, Billings, Montana.
Dr. Breland Smith, Family Medicine, University of Alabama, Cobham Medical Center, Birmingham, Alabama.
Doctora Andrea Farias Gonzalez, Emergency Medicine, Kawia Health, Visalia, California.
Dr. Suman Benoit, Internal Medicine, Virginia Mason, in Tacoma, Washington. Doctora Carla Sainz Reyes, Family Medicine, Family Health Centers of San Diego, in San Diego, California.
Dr. Joseph Walters, Psychiatry, Billings Clinic in Billings, Montana.
Dr. Caitlin Kaluzny, General Surgery, Abrazo Health Network, Glendale, Arizona.
Dr. Finian Moon, Emergency Medicine, Arizona, University of Arizona South Campus, Tucson, Arizona.
Dr. Olivia Beck, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Methodist Dallas Medical Center, Dallas, Texas.
Dr. Hannah Ray Kirk, Internal Medicine, Providence St. Vincent, Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Elizabeth Habicht, Pediatrics, University of Rochester, Rochester, New York.
Dr. McKenna Smith, Pediatrics, Washington State University, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Alexa Navarro, Internal Medicine, Legacy Emmanuel, Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Priya McBride, Obstetrics and Gynecology, Corewell Health in Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Dr. Peyton Bjorkman, Anesthesiology at the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, Texas.
Dr. Kirsten Tucker, Obstetrics and Gynecology at University of Michigan Health West in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dr. Andrew Stoll, Internal Medicine, University of Michigan Health West, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dr. Nicole Minerath, Emergency Medicine, Case Western Reserve in Cleveland, Ohio.
Dr. Ellie Cook, Family Medicine at Community Healthcare in Tacoma, Washington.
Dr. Trevor Haverkamp, Skagit Regional Health, Internal Medicine in Mount Vernon, Washington.
Dr. Callie Cruson, Family Medicine, Oregon Health Science University in Madras, Oregon.
Dr. Daniel Bricey, Anesthesiology, Tower Health Reading Hospital in West Reading, Pennsylvania.
Dr. Rebecca Baker, Internal Medicine, Valley Medical Center in San Jose, California.
Dr. Gracie Struble, Pediatrics, Full Circle Health, Boise, Idaho.
Dr. Andrew Widman, Internal Medicine, Providence Portland Medical Center in Portland, Oregon.
Dr. Jim Katslamides, Internal Medicine, Providence Sacred Heart, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Dane Warp, Internal Medicine at the University of Cincinnati.
Dr. Justin Taylor, Family Medicine, Samaritan Health in Corvallis, Oregon.
Dr. Jacob Nilsson, Emergency Medicine, University of Arizona, Tucson.
Dr. Josh Bailey, Otolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery, Ascension Macomb Oakland in Detroit, Michigan.
Dr. Timothy Holmes, Emergency Medicine, Guthrie Robert Packer Hospital in Sayre, Pennsylvania.
Dr. Felipe Castañeda, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, Sacred Heart Medical Center, Spokane, Washington.
Dr. Keaton Duty, Family Medicine, Christus Health in San Antonio, Texas.
Dr. Colton Preet, Psychiatry, Michigan State University, East Lansing, Michigan.
Dr. Marissa Krager, Family Medicine, Central Washington Family Medicine, Rural Track, Ellensburg, Washington.
Dr. Patrick Huang, St. Mary Medical Center, Long Beach, California.
Dr. Akash Sharma, Family Medicine, University of Washington, Harborview Medical Center in Seattle, Washington. And my guest hooders are my parents, Drs. Kanu and Anita Sharma.
Dr. Joanne Solis, Internal Medicine at Metro Health Case Western, Cleveland, Ohio. And my guest hooder is my oldest sister, Dr. Joanne Solis.
Dr. Jocelyn R. Larson, Diagnostic Radiology, Maine Medical Center, Portland, Maine. My guest hooder is my dad, Richard Edgerly, MD.
Dr. Jessica Bailey, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis. My guest hooder is my dad, Dr. Lee Bailey.
Dr. Jason Ritchie, Anesthesiology, Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas, being hooded by my brother-in-law, Andrew Crandall, and PNW alumni.
Dr. Syed Sadat, Neuromuscular Medicine, Lake Granbury Medical Center, Lake Granbury, Texas, and I have the great honor of being hooded by my brother, Dr. Syed Waris Sadat.
Dr. Lizelle Lenhart, General Surgery, Sunrise Health in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm being hooded by my father, Dr. Dennis Lenhart.
Dr. Isabella Stokes, Ophthalmology, Kettering Health Network in Dayton, Ohio, and being hooded by Dr. Angela Watkins.
Dr. Evan Taylor, Family Medicine, Idaho State University, Pocatello, Idaho, being hooded by my dad, Greg Taylor.
Dr. Geneva Stewart, Emergency Medicine, Maricopa County in Phoenix, Arizona. My guest hooder is my dad, Dr. Sean Stewart.
Dr. Ari Solomon, General Surgery, CMH in Ventura, California. I'm getting hooded by my mom, the other Dr. Solomon.
Dr. Genevieve Ng Sarowick, Oregon Health Sciences University, Family Medicine, Hillsboro, Oregon. And I'm being hooded by my mom, Dr. Rose Ng.
Dr. Rashay Sharma, Matching 2025. I'm being hooded by my father, Dr. Vimal Sharma, MD.
Madeline Hager, Emergency Medicine, Kaiser in San Diego, California. And my guest hooder is my husband, Dr. Eli Besser.
Dr. Michael Storch, Anesthesiology, Case Western Reserve University Hospitals in Cleveland, Ohio. My guest hooder is my dad, anesthesiologist Dr. Todd Storch.
The faculty and staff have been honored to work with the members of the class of 2024. They watched with admiration as their students learned the foundations of science and medicine in their first 2 years. In their clinical rotations, they observed a remarkable transformation as they assumed the roles and responsibilities of student physicians. This has been an exciting and inspiring journey to witness, but the best is yet to come. Over the next 3 or more years, our graduates will further their knowledge through residency training in their chosen specialties that you've just heard. We take pride in all of our graduates, and each new PNW grad will take with him or her the respect, integrity, compassion that is the heart of osteopathic medicine. Wherever they train and practice, we will forever be proud that they are our graduates, and they represent the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences, College of Osteopathic Medicine. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University and the College of Osteopathic Medicine, I present to you the graduating class of 2024. Please be seated, please. Please be seated. Doctors, please prepare to take the osteopathic physician's oath. The osteopathic oath is a contemporary version of the oath of Hippocrates. It affirms values central to all physicians and surgeons. Would the physicians in the platform party please stand? And we invite all physicians in our audience to stand and honor our new graduates by reciting the oath with them. And now, doctors, if you would please repeat after me. I state your name. Hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I'm about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients. To retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and a friend. Who who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will ever be vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation. And never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or on their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college I will be loyal. To my college I will be loyal. And strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts. And to develop the principles of osteopathy, which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still. In the presence of this gathering, I bind myself to this oath. Congratulations, doctors. As we conclude today's ceremony, we ask the audience to please remain seated until the marshals have led the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates from the theater. And in closing, I'd like for each new doctor to consider how you're going to ultimately define success in your chosen specialty and how you'd like to be judged by your colleagues and remembered by your patients. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." Congratulations, be well, and make a wonderful life. This commencement will stand adjourned.
Thank you.